Hello, I'm TJ Liggett, and this is my crash course video of Fields of Fire by James Webb. Before I go into this book any further, I want it to be known that this book's not for the faint-hearted. It's very graphic, has tons of profanity, and is not for those looking for a happy ending. However, if you don't mind this, I would highly recommend this book. The book Fields of Fire takes place in An Home Base in Vietnam, 1969. It follows the lives of several Marines, but mostly follows three of them. Robert E. Lee Hodges, known as Hodges, Snake, his full name's not given, and William. Hodges' main reason for joining the Marine Corps was due to his ancestors having fought in every war. His dad died before he was born, making him the last of his line. He felt it was his duty to carry on their legacy by fighting in Vietnam. Snake was a kid that had grown up on the streets his whole life. He was extremely aggressive and a very good fighter. He joined the military due to him getting fired from every job he worked at and having nowhere else to go. Senator was a Harvard student and was the only one of his college friends that did not fake his way out of the draft. Senator's home life was good, and he had a loving father and mother. Despite this, he was more sensitive than the other guys in his platoon, like Goodrich and Snake. One theme that is very present in the book is war brings out the animal inside of you. Hodges said after his private killed a kid that was most likely harmless, "It's them or us, and that, my friend, whether you'll admit it or not, is any choice at all." You see, anywhere besides war, this act would be unthinkable. It's something we all have, but some people will never have to face it. To finish off theme, I want you guys to answer some questions. None of these have straightforward answers. They're all based on your own opinion. I'll give my opinion afterwards, but remember, that doesn't mean I'm right. Alright, let's start out with the first question. Why do you think the animal only comes out in times of war? Alright, so I thought there's no reason for the animal to come out in any other times because it's only there to protect you and the ones that are on your side helping you. But remember, that's just my opinion. Can the actions of the animal be forgotten? And I said, no, I don't think it can be forgotten, and I don't think it should be forgotten. I'll talk more about why I think it should be forgotten on the next question's answer. Alright, last question. How can one deal with the actions of the animals? And I said, the best way to deal with the actions of the animals is, I think, to talk about it and let it out to other people. Because once other people know, they can help you and try to see how you feel. You can still find things to take away from it. One major takeaway I got from reading the book was truly how much these men did to protect our country and how much they sacrificed. And it also shows how grateful we should be for them. I also noticed the three main characters in the book are all very different from each other. Senator is very emotional and non-aggressive and came from a good home life. Hodges is semi-emotional. He's only aggressive when needed and came from a somewhat good home life. Snake is not emotional at all and very aggressive, and he didn't even have a home life because he had no house. This shows despite differences, you can still make an effective team. Also, sometimes it's better to have teams with very different people. This is because the more different people you have, that means there'll be less gaps, because if one person's weakness is something, the other person that'll probably be his strength, making it a stronger team. I think the biggest takeaway to me was it showed why we lost the Vietnam War. It showed that since there's no support from the citizens of the U.S., that's why they lost. The soldiers had no reason to fight, while the Vietnamese soldiers, or Viet Cong, did, because it was their home country. Thank you for listening to my crash course video of Fields of Fire by James Webb. I would highly recommend this book once again. One last thing, is war an instinct?